Hello, folks. So, this is what I'm going to discuss today. The Sigma 35mm f1.4 DG2 art lens, Sony E. I've had it for about quite a while now, but I'm just showing you the regular price that you get if you buy it. Okay. If you go into, there you go. There's a 1.2. And it's Sigma also. That's been out before, but I wanted a cheaper one. So here's the Sony competition, about $1,500. And then if you go to the Sigma, look at that, $1,059. So $500 cheaper, okay? And I've heard that this lens is much better than the original Sigma 1.4. It weighs less. It's faster autofocusing and stuff. There you go. See, that's the page I was on. But you can get this lens cheaper for like $7.99 if it's used. And I think this is from Sigma itself, but it's refurbished. So refurbished is almost like brand new, okay? Just that they inspected it more, they cleaned it up, they fixed what was broken with it. It's still a great deal. I would rather buy refurbished than brand new because it's cheaper. But then you have to look to see if the used is like new and stuff, if it's cheaper than brand new. So anyway, let's look at some pictures. So here we go. Okay. This is 35mm. It was raining. It filled up the bird bath. And you can see how muddy it is. Ground is pretty well saturated from all this rain we've had this past week. But it kept the temperatures down to like around 90 degrees, 30 degrees Celsius, lower 90s, I should say, in Fahrenheit. But you can see sometimes it got dark, and I don't know why. I think I didn't let it focus that much, and it just became darker. But I do like the bokeh shells, or I should say the circles, whatever. Look at that, just gorgeous. If I just increase it, just bring it down. See, it's sharp right here. You can see the bubbles, gorgeous. And if I go down here, look at these falls, okay? It's just gorgeous. So anyway, took different shots. This is before it rained heavy. So you can see kind of like a rust look and stuff. So it's already rained quite a bit. But the next 2 days after I took these pictures, it rained a lot harder and or harder, I should say. And that a lot of that orange is gone now. And yeah, I've had some pictures where the water was up like right here. Okay. Almost going over the top, but not quite. But you can see, taking different shots, moving in closer, farther. They're all great shots at 1.4. And it was an overcast day. Now, I will show one thing. I did move, and my favorite dove is always looking at me. Lost the partner about 2 years ago, but still sticks around the house. But I haven't seen another dove. And this one hasn't made a nest, so I think they have to get a mate first, and then they start building a nest. So anyway, this is where it's starting to rain again. But look at these pictures. I mean, they're just gorgeous. The color, the fence, the snail with an ant on top. So it was focusing on the grass instead of the nail, which I was trying to get it sharp. And if the wind wasn't blowing, look how beautiful the bokeh is in the background where you get the flowers. And of course, you know, now and then it gets really dark. So I don't know. And it's dark there too. But if you have light on it, then it's a lot brighter. And there you have it. That's my thought of it. What do you think? The 35 millimeter is an excellent lens from Sigma. I think it's my favorite 35 millimeter. I've compared it to the Nikon 35 1.4, and the Sigma has an aperture ring, which I like. But on these cameras, you can also use front and rear dial and circular dial and stuff to work the aperture. So it really doesn't matter. But for the build quality, weather sealing and stuff, I like this lens, and I give it an A+ in my rating. So anyway, this is the lens I would take with me, you know, for street photography and stuff, and some portraits, whatever. I like the prime. You can bring it inside, but I am a little bit worried when it gets dark. Okay, as that I mentioned to you. I don't really see that much vignetting. So, and it's weather sealed. I would put it on my A7CR and do more tests. These were all done on the A7 IV. Okay. It was overcast, cloudy, raining when I was taking these pictures. So it wasn't the brightest. Okay. But at least you can see how it performs on a lower megapixel camera, a 33 compared to a 61, that the pictures can get dark. So anyway, like I said before, thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.